What's going on? Welcome to Been a Fan Since 91. Hope you all woke up on the right side of the bed. And if you woke up on the left, hope you still woke up right. The Dallas Mavericks select. So the NBA draft finished up a couple of days ago. Free agency kicked off yesterday afternoon. And what has the Dallas Mavericks done thus far? Well, I'm here to basically let you know if you don't already know. And if you know, you know. Simple and plain. So the Dallas Mavericks selected with the 18th pick in the draft Josh Green, shooting guard from Arizona. With the 31st pick, the Dallas Mavericks selected Terrell Terry, shooting guard, no, point guard, sorry, from Stanford. Great pickups, I feel. It just, once again, keeps the Dallas Mavericks athletic. And just for a disclaimer here, my feeling and my perspective of this is the Dallas Mavericks needed an enforcer and more athletic ability to match the athleticism of the competition within the Western Conference. That is what they need in a healthy Porzingis. But those are the three things that the Dallas Mavericks pretty much needed. But did they acquire that with the draft picks that they selected? I definitely think that. I think that Josh Green and Terrell Terry definitely match that check that box of the athletic ability that the Dallas Mavericks really needed. But what about the enforcer category? What about that? What about that? What desperately need, and whether it's a center or a power forward, they needed someone to be there. But Zingis, he can be his health is a big issue, and so we can't even include him in it, and that's why he has his own category. The Dallas Mavericks acquired Josh Richardson and received the rights to the number 36 pick, Tyler Bay, small forward from Colorado. To acquire Josh Richardson and Tyler Bay, they had to unfortunately trade Seth Curry. So the big thing, other than his ability, is the fact that it basically allows him to play with Doc Rivers, which is his father-in-law. So interesting dynamic, but hate to see the guy go. I think that he was definitely an integral part in Dallas Mavericks being the efficient offense that they were. But getting Josh Richardson, he's a versatile. I think it's a good trade overall, and he's a great all-around player. And what this allows them to have is a great ring defender, just like Finney Smith, great defender, but once again, they have different specialties within that defensive mode. But having Finney Smith, Josh Richardson, I think it adds to the athletic, dynamic defender that they need on the team, and I think it's wanted. You can never get enough of it. And so getting Josh Richardson was very good, and it gives them another, once again with Tyler Bay, it gives them another opportunity to once again just another draft pick. So you got three rookies basically on this team this year. Three rookies, and I think the athletic ability has definitely, like, in that category. The Dallas Mavericks did a great job in making sure that was, it appears to be one of their main focuses when they went into the draft. And so great job with the draft selections, and also great job with the trade as well. Good news on free agency, in my opinion, is Tim Hardaway Jr. and Trey Burke opt in and will remain with the Dallas Mavericks. Good, good, and good. They all came, Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway came with the trade they had a couple years ago with the Knicks to actually obtain Porzingis. I think Porzingis has been good. He really started to hit his stride a little bit more later in the season than at the beginning, when people were just still complaining about him not really having an impact. He really started to have that impact, and he got injured during the playoffs. And with Tim Hardaway Jr., he gets a lot of criticism, but I like Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he deserves to be on this team and even more opportunities. So Tim Hardaway Jr. was one of the best players I felt when we got that trade. I was so happy to have him when we had, included him in that trade. I was so happy when I seen his name in that, and right now he's proving to still bring smile to my face as far as his ability and him being on that court. So I'm glad we kept him. I'm also excited that we kept Trey Burke. Trey Burke was amazing in the playoffs. And if he can continue to be that player and really find himself in this rotation, oh man, in which he did. So if he just played like he did last year, money. Money. That's easy money but at that point. It's easy money to have. So keeping both of those individuals, I think once again the athletic ability of the Dallas Mavericks has increased as a whole. Just in 1 week, the athletic ability of this team has increased greatly in 1 week between the draft picks and keeping Trey Burke remaining with the team rather, and Tim Hardaway Jr. remaining with the Dallas Mavericks as well. One last thing to report is the three-way trade the Mavericks were involved in. So it was involved in a three-way trade between OKC, the Pistons, and so within that trade, they received James Johnson from OKC and sent Delon Wright to the Detroit Pistons. Now, I about to say the Cowboys. The Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks need an enforcer. That to me is the one thing that's missing. They need a true enforcer. Can Josh Johnson? Can he be that? It's a possibility, but that's not the type of enforcer that I'm looking for. I'm looking for, you're looking for a real center. I think when you have all this athletic ability and it's going all over the place, you need more of an enforcer, and so it remains to be seen if Josh Johnson is that guy. Does he have the possibility of being that? Absolutely, but I think that I had the Mavericks going after someone else. So I think that is the only thing I'm observing is that they need an enforcer up in there. With Porzingis or not, they need an enforcer to me because they have the athletic ability everywhere else now. And Luka is Luka. You know what I'm saying? He's Luka Legend at this point, early in his career. So that's my outlook on it. I feel that the Mavericks still need to pick up some type of real enforcer in my eyes. But I'm going to take the time and I'm going to look up the highlights. I'm going to look up the stats. And I'm going to really watch the film and really pay attention to who we just acquired this week. And, do they really fit what I feel that the Mavericks are missing? I'm going to find that out. With that being said, thank you for joining me. We've been a fan since 91. This is episode 1. So, like, share, subscribe. Give me your feedback. What you think? What can I do better? Let me know. With that being said, embrace the journey. Embrace your today and your tomorrow. Let's go. Check, check.